Lovely people, how are you? It's your girl Tsungie once again, and today I'm be showing you 6 different ways of doing a magic ring. Yeah, so please do let me know in the comments which method is easier for you and which method you liked. Yeah, so if you're new, I'm Tsungie. I do craft videos, mostly crochet, a little bit of macrame, a little bit of knitting, and some videos here and there of my life here in Korea. So please, if you haven't subscribed, please do subscribe. It'll help me out a lot. Okay, so let's just get right into it. Okay. Method, you're going to completely use your hands and not your you only use your crochet hook at the last part. Okay, so you're going to take your yarn and you're going to let it hang. We're going to use these 2 fingers, so we're going to let our yarn hang. Then we're going to take our yarn, then we're going to wrap it, forming an X, and we're also going to wrap it going down. So this side it has 2 lines, and this side it's formed an X like this, and this is our short yarn. So now what you're going to do, we're going to take the short yarn and the longer yarn, and we're going to hold it in place like this. So now we're going to do, so this one is the yarn that's in front, we're going to move it to the back like this. So now that it's at the back, you see this one now is now in front. So we're going to grab that one and we're going to lift it, right? Then I'm going to release, remember I was holding the 2 yarns, I'm going to release the longer yarn. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to twist. I'm going to twist and I'm going to grab this long yarn, and I'm going to make sure that it passes through, forming that loop, and you can adjust it. So if you take your everything out and you put your hook like this, you've got your magic ring. I know that was a little bit fast, so let me repeat it. Okay, so we're going to take our yarn, we're going to let it hang on this finger, we're going to wrap it to form an X and to form 2 parallel lines. Then we're going to hold the 2 together with this finger, with our thumb. Then we're going to sort of put our head sideways. So this one is the yarn in front, so we're going to move it to the back like this. So when we move this one to the back, this one now is now in front, so we're going to grab onto that and we pull it up. So and once we pull it up, we're going to twist it, right? Then when we twist it, you release, remember we were holding these 2 together, we release the long one. So once you do that, you're simply going to with your thumb, you're going to stuff the longer the younger yarn into that loop, and you pull like that. Then you take everything out, right? Then you can put your hook and you adjust it to your hook size, and we've got our magic ring. One more time, take your yarn, let it hang. We're going to be using these 2 fingers. We're going to wrap our yarn so that it goes this way, and it's going to come up with it to form an X, and it's going to go down, forming 2 parallel lines. Then these 2 yarns, we're going to hold it together with our thumb. We're going to put our hand like sideways. So now this is the yarn in front, and we're going to push it to the back like this. So now that we've pushed it to the back, this one now is now in front, so we're going to grab that one and pull. And once we do that, we're going to twist this one, right? And when we do that, we release the long yarn. Remember, we're holding the yarns together. And once we do that, we're going to put our finger inside, and we're simply going to take the longer yarn and we're going to stuff it in that loop. Then you pull like that. Then after that, you release everything, you take your hook, you put it in there, and you pull this yarn to adjust it to your hook, and you've got your magic ring, and you can untangle it like this. I hope you really got it. One more time. And one more time, because this is the easiest method you can do with just your hands. Let your yarn hang. wrap it to form an X, and wrap it so that it goes down the other way to form 2 lines. Hold those 2 yarns, the short yarn and the long, together. Now take the one in front and move it to the back. And once you've moved it to the back, this one now is now in front. Grab that one, and once you grab that one and twist it. Then twist it, then put your finger in. So now we release the yarns. So we want this long one, and we're going to simply stuff it into that circle, into that loop, and we pull like this. Then after that, you release everything. Adjust your yarn to the size of your hook, and you've got your magic ring. Method that I'm going to show you, you take your yarn like this and take the short end and just form a circle like this. So we took it and we formed a circle like this. So now what you're going, so it's almost like a 6 here, and it goes. So I want you to hold this part now where they join. So once you hold that part, you're going to take your hook, grab this long yarn and pass it through that loop. And once you do that, just hold on to that part. And once you hold on to that part, grab, this is the long yarn, grab it tightly, then grab yarn and make a chain. You can adjust it. I'll do it one more time. Take your yarn and form a circle like this, and hold the part that's joining the circle like this, right? Put your hook inside the circle, and you want to grab this yarn, this one here. Grab that one there, and pull it through that circle. Now hold on to this part, right? So now we're going to chain, grab yarn and make a chain, and that's it. You've got your magic ring. One more time. Take your yarn, make a circle. Make sure that your short end is looking down. Now hold the part that's joining the circle, right? You can hold it any way that is comfortable for you. So now what you do, you want to grab this one, grab that one and pass it through that loop. Let me do it. So take your hook, put it inside that big circle. So now what you do, you grab this yarn, grab it and come with it inside, grab it and come with it inside the circle. So it's forming what? This loop. So now hold on to that part where, right? So now what you're going to do, if you move this yarn, you make that loop tight. So hold on to that part and grab your yarn and make a chain like this. You can adjust it to the size of your thing that you crochet. I hope you saw that method. I'm going to move to the next method. Next method that I'm going to show you, it's similar to how you make a slip knot. So you take your yarn, I'm using 2 fingers. You take your yarn, you let it hang like this. Then you take the yarn, the longer yarn, you move it up to form an X and you let it hang like this. Now I want you to, so on one side is like an X and the other side is like 2 parallel lines. So now I want to take your hook, put it under the first one and grab the one in front like this. And once you do that, turn your hook, right? Then I want you to grab, so this is the long yarn, grab that one and make a chain into that loop like that, and that's a magic ring. Let me do it again. Okay, I'll show you again. Take your yarn, let it hang on this finger, then take the long yarn, wrap it going upwards to form an X, and wrap it the other way and just let it hang. Hold those parts. So now I want you to go under the first loop, right, and go under it and grab this one, so like this, pull. So once you do that, I want you to turn your hook like this, then hold that part, let everything go, right, holding it tightly, grab your yarn and form a chain. And that is how you do a magic ring. You can untangle it if you want, like this. Okay, let's do it one more time. So take your yarn, let it hang on these two fingers, let it just hang, and take the long yarn like this and wrap it going upwards to form an X and let it hang. Now hold these two yarns, flip your hand so that you are on the side that has two parallel lines. Now take your hook, put it under the first yarn, then and put it on top of the second one, then hook it and move backwards. Move backwards. Once you do that, turn your hook. Right, now I want you to hold that part and let everything go from your finger. So this is the short yarn and this is the long yarn. So now what I want you to do is to hold on to that part, grab some yarn and make a chain into that loop like this, and that is your magic ring, and you can untangle it like this. Take your yarn, make a circle, make sure that your shorter yarn is looking down. So that's your circle. So now what you're going to do, you want this long yarn inside your circle. So you want it to pass through your circle like that. So the long yarn, you just want it to pass through what? Your circle. In fact, take your fingers, then grab it and pull it, right? So it's passing through your what? Your circle. So once you do that, you grab that part so that your loop doesn't come out. To make your loop short, you can just pull your yarn, right? So now what you're going to do, when you, I can pull it some more to make it tight. Now just turn your hook like this, right? You can hold your hook and your yarn more comfortably. Then you just make a chain, and that's it. You've got your magic ring. Let me do it again. So you take your yarn, make a circle, making sure that your short yarn is looking down. Now hold the part that's joining the circle, take your fingers in, grab the long yarn and pass it through. So when you pass it through, it forms that loop. So now hold on to the part that has the loop like this. Right, so our loop looks very big, so we want it smaller. Hold on. You want it smaller, right? So to make it smaller, you can just put the pull the long yarn like this, right? So I think this is just about okay. So now that we have that, you're going to simply twist your hook, and now you can hold your yarn and hook more comfortably. You grab your yarn and make a single chain, and that's it, you guys. You've got your magic ring. One more time just in case someone really needs to see what, because this is super easy. I think this is the easiest. Take your yarn, make a circle, not like this but going up, so that your short yarn is looking down, right? And once you make a circle, hold on to the part that's joining the circle, take your your long yarn, and you want to pass it through your circle. So grab it and just pull like this. So you see it's forming this loop. So now I want you to hold that part, right? So now your loop is definitely too big, so for you to make it smaller, you can just pull this yarn like this. This is just about right. You put your hook, you turn your hook. After this, you can hold your yarn anyhow if you wrap it or like this. Then you're going to simply chain, and voila, you've got your magic ring, you guys. So I'm gonna move on to the next method. The fifth method that I'm going to show you is going to take your yarn. You're going to be using 2 fingers, so your yarn is here. So you're going to wrap once, and you're going to wrap the second time, but the second time you're going to wrap going diagonally like this to form an X, and you let it hang. So now once you do that, you're going to take these 3 yarns and you remove them from your finger, right? So now what you're going to do, you're going to grab your crochet, and you're going to grab some yarn and pass it through that circle to form that loop, and after that you're going to make a chain like this, and you've got your magic ring. So this one has two circles. I'll do it one more time. Take your yarn, let it hang on 2 fingers, wrap it once, wrap it the second time, but this time you're not going to go like this, you're going to go kind of diagonal like this, and you let it fall. Then you're going to take your yarns, right, and you're going to hold it. Insert your hook inside, you're going to grab it, and you make a chain, and you've got your magic ring. My thumb, just let it hang. So now we're using 2 fingers. You're going to wrap once, and you like this, and you're going to wrap again, but you're not going to wrap like this, but you're going to go diagonally like this. Then you let it hang. So after you do that, you're going to grab your yarn at the top like this, and you remove your fingers, right? You can transfer it to the other hand if you're a right crocheter like me. So now what you're going to do, you're going to take your hook and you're going to insert it inside the 2 circles. So now what you're going to do, you're going to grab your yarn, pass it through that circle, those 2 circles, to form that loop, and grab your yarn again and make a chain like this, and voila, you've got your magic ring. That's the 5th method of doing it. So I'm hoping that one of these methods you can pick up and you can actually do, because I struggled a lot with trying to make a magic ring when I was starting. Okay, so I'm gonna move on to the last method now. So I'm going to move on to the last method. The last method is similar to like making when you're making a slip knot. So you take your yarn. I'll be using 2 fingers. I'm going to just let it hang, and then I'm going to wrap my yarn on my finger to form an X on one side and to form 2 lines, parallel lines on the other side. So if you look, this is my shorter yarn, this one, and it's going this one. This is this one, and this is my longer yarn. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to take my hook, right, and I'm going to grab the longer yarn, grab the longer yarn, and I'm going to go under with it, right? Then I come up with it. Then I'm going to move my hook, right? Then I'm going to grab, I'm kind of holding the long yarn with my short finger here, grab the yarn and make a chain like this. Then after that, you take everything out. I'll do it once again more slowly because I think this was a little bit fast. So you take your yarn, let it hang on your 2 fingers, wrap it to form an X on one side and to form 2 parallel lines on the other side. So now what you're going to do, this is our short yarn, this is this yarn, and this is our long yarn. By long yarn, I mean where the rest of the yarn is. So now what we're going to do, we're going to take this yarn, the short yarn, put our hook under there, and we're going to grab, okay, yarn 1, yarn 2, going to grab yarn 2 like this. So now I want to do that, we're going to kind of like roll our hook so that we're kind of like on this other side. So right, so that we're kind of on this side. So this is the long yarn, or yarn 2. So now I'm going to grab that and I'm going to make a chain. Make a chain like this. Then that's a magic ring. So this method really like depends on your experience and how good you are with like holding your yarn and your crochet hook. So this is not my best. I don't like this method. Okay, I'll show you one more time. Take your hook, take your yarn, let it rest on your 2 fingers, take the other end of the yarn and make an X, and on this side is going to form 2 lines. So now what you're going to do, you're going to take, this is the shorter yarn, you're going to take your, put your hook under there, and I'm holding the 2 yarns kind of together here. Then I'm going to take my hook, put it under, grab that yarn, right? Then I'm going to kind of twist, then move, right, to the other side. And once I get there, I'm going to grab some yarn and make a chain. Then I release everything from my finger. One more time. Take your hook, take your yarn, let it hang on your 2 fingers like this. Grab the other end of the yarn, make an X on one side and make 2 parallel lines on the other side. So now what you're going to do, this is our shorter yarn, which is this one. Put my hook under there, and I'm going to grab the other yarn, the longer yarn. Grab that like this. And once I do that, I'm going to kind of twist my hook like this, and I'm going to move with it so that I'm on the other side now. Then I'm going to grab my yarn and make a chain like this. Then after that, I release everything from my hook, and you can simply untangle it, and you've got your magic ring right there. So these are the 6 methods of doing a magic ring, and I hope the methods were helpful to you. So let me know in the comments which method you liked and which method is helpful for you. I hope this is a video that helps beginners, because sometimes you won't do a project because you can't do the beginning. I know at the beginning there was so many projects that I did not do because I didn't know how to do a magic ring. So I just thought, oh, it's too hard. If it's too hard for the beginning, then I cannot do it. If this is all too hard, you can always make a chain, then you join the chain if this is too hard for you. But I'm hoping that of the 6 methods you can find one that's easier for you. Thank you so much for joining me. Please do subscribe to my channel. I really appreciate all the people that comment on my videos. Thank you so much. Yes, see you in my next video. Okay, bye bye.